What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in to another video. And guys, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and hit the like button before we start this video. So, for today's video, guys, I want to talk about something that that I think everyone should be mindful of, and it's just the idea of motivation and why I think motivation is irrelevant and it's BS. A lot of times people make it seem that motivation is this thing that's required for people to get off their butt and do what they're supposed to do. And the problem with motivation is that it's temporary. It's something that wanes, it comes and goes, and it's like the wind. You know, when the wind comes, that's when you feel this inspiration to do something. But on those days where things aren't ideal, that's when we don't do what we're supposed to do. And you know, I was talking with a client today, and this client was telling me how he hasn't been feeling motivated to work out. And you know, he continued to then say that, you know, he hasn't been feeling so great, or he's been feeling down on himself. And before I address this more, I want to start off by saying that's normal. This is what I told him. I told him that, okay, I understand how you're feeling, but that's normal. And he looked at me and he said, what do you mean? Well, not feeling like you want, not having that feeling of not wanting to do anything, that's a normal thing. That makes you human. But here's the reality. And I told him this, and you guys may not like this, but I'm just going to say it anyway. The reality is that nobody really gives a shit how you feel. No one cares. What people care about is results. And I told him this. And I told him that, you know, no one really gives a shit how you feel. But that doesn't mean that the way that you're feeling is being ignored. I say no one gives a shit how you feel because other people have things that they're dealing with. Everyone has things that they have to deal with, things that they're battling, their daily struggles. So for you to sit there and say that, well, I don't feel like doing it, well, that's irrelevant because nothing's going to change. And I'm saying this, guys, because that's when having that discipline comes in. That's when having that strong purpose and reminding yourself why you're doing what you're doing comes in. And on days like that, when you don't feel like doing anything, is when you have to really dig deep and really remind yourself, why am I doing this? I asked him this. I said, so why are you doing this? Why do you put yourself, what is the reason why you're putting yourself through this? And he remembered that, well, I have type 2 diabetes, I have insulin resistance, I'm overweight, I have blood pressure issues. But despite all that, he understood that he has children and a wife. And I told him this. I said, you can give up if you want. That's on you. The reality is that I work with lots of people, and there's going to be someone who's going to take your spot. So I'll be fine. But you're going to have to look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? If I quit, not only am I letting myself down, I'm letting those kids down and my wife down. And this is just how I feel. This is how I see things, especially as a guy. As men, it's important that you're the leader of your household. You're the leader. Whatever you do, they're going to follow. Everything you do, you're setting an example. So by you quitting, what example are you setting for your kids? What example are you setting for your wife? You're supposed to be this person that you're supposed to be able to rely on when things go wrong, and just so much for your kids. So by you quitting, what are you showing them? That it's okay to quit. When things aren't going right, that's when you should just give up. And then when you give up, and you have that heart attack, and you have that, you know, that stroke or whatever health issue, and you die, or you're not able to be your best healthy self, you can't even be that person you need to be, that you're required to be for them. This is why when people tell me, especially men, when men tell me, oh, I don't feel like doing this, or I don't feel like, you know what? I hate to break it to you. You can quit all you want, but guess what? No one's going to respect you. Why? Because respect comes from results. Respect comes from when you say you're going to do something, you do it. Like me, I train clients all day long. I wake up every morning at 3 a.m. I take my dog out, I do my morning, the stuff I got to do before I get up. You know, I want to make sure that I'm doing things so that way my wife doesn't have to do anything. I work so hard, not just for me, but for other people. I have a wife, I have people that are counting on me, and I want to make sure that I have no problem adhering that burden for them. Because what makes me, what keeps me going despite having a rough day, I have a lot of them, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. What keeps me going isn't how I feel. It's the fact that I need to make sure that I'm on my A game. So when they need me, I can always be there. I always gotta keep myself in shape. I gotta eat right. And mind you, these are things that I want to do. But when you understand that people are counting on you, you can't, in my mind, I can't fail. There's no plan B. And a lot of you guys go through life with this plan B mentality. Well, if this doesn't work out, there's an out. Well, what about when you get divorced? Or you have all these other issues? Because you know in the back of your mind, well, if all fails, that's the problem. You need to go into everything knowing that I can't quit. It's not optional. And when you go through life with that mentality, you don't need to be motivated. You don't need it. I don't need to talk. You shouldn't have to speak to yourself and get yourself to do stuff that you're supposed to do. You should just want to do it because you want those results. And those results don't care about how you feel. The world's going to sit here and tell you, oh, well, how you feel matters. Guess what? You can say all that. You can say that people, no, they don't. And if no one else tells you, I'm telling you. And I'm saying this because I care. So when I was talking to this person and I said, listen, man, I get it. When I explained this to him, that's when he kind of sat back and said, you know what, Obi, you're right. Yes, I know I'm right. Because guess what? The stuff that I'm telling you, no one's going to tell you. Because they're more worried about how you take it versus what needs to be said. He was a little bit upset, but when he took the time to really sit back and digest what I was telling him, that's when it really hit him. I have nothing to gain here. Like I told him, I said, dude, if you quit, that would suck. I'll feel, that would make me not so much sad, but upset, because when it comes with my clients, I don't really care about, I care more about them reaching their potential versus me finding someone else to work with. It's not just money with me. I care about these people. This is why when they have a crappy workout, when they have a day where they're just moping around, I get on them. Because if I don't do it, who will? When you keep on accepting this mediocrity from people, it becomes the standard. Forget that. Not with me. You can do it with someone else, you're not doing it with me. So I'm just letting you guys know as a reminder, motivation. I'll say this, okay? Listen to me when I say this. Motivation is bullshit. It is. Because if you need that to do what you're supposed to do, then you got bigger problems. If you have to hire a coach, get someone to help you, that's fine. But the first step is knowing that I have this issue. And what course of action am I taking to make sure that I can fix this problem? Once you do that, that's what it's about. And all you have to do is just show up after that. Show up and do your best. Because when you are consistent, when you show up, when you're consistent and when you show up and you give your best effort, at the end of the day, you're going to be happy with your results. I care more about great effort versus the result. Because I know that over time, that effort's going to lead to that result. Anyway, guys, I don't want this video to take too long. I just wanted to share that with you. Just know that at the end of the day, when you're having those days and you're feeling down, you know, you're feeling, trust me, when I say this, I have those 7 days a week. I probably have those 6 out of 7 days a week. Days where I get frustrated all the time. I do. But the difference is when I have those days, I recognize I'm having those days and I do something about it. I hit the gym. I get my workout in. I do something productive. Because that gets me back on track. That's why I train. I don't train for an aesthetic appearance. I love the results, don't get me wrong, but I do it because it helps get my mind back to where I need it to be. Because if I can get myself back mentally to where I need to be, that's going to allow me to stay on track and stay on course. And that's what it's about. So guys, it's normal. Having those rough days, it's a normal thing. And you shouldn't feel ashamed of it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Be sure to subscribe for more videos. I'm going to be doing daily uploads, you know, and I highly recommend you guys to watch these videos because I think we'll take a lot from them. You know, it's sometimes if you don't have that person in your life that can sit down and tell you these things, you know, you have me. Okay, so check out my video, subscribe, make sure you like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a great day.